Sunday, NFL football. The New York Jets visit the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks are a 6-point favorite. Chuck Edel has a play for us in this game. Chuck, what are you thinking?
You know, I think this is a good matchup for the Seattle team. First of all, we all know how well they played home. 4-0 at home this year. They beat Green Bay, Dallas, New England, some pretty quality teams. Russell Wilson, we know the offense is good. I mean, the defense is good. Seattle's defense going up against that weak Jets offense. But also, offensively, this is a Seattle team now starting to pick it up. Russell Wilson starting to mature a little bit. How about his quarterback rating for the season? 87.2. His last 4 games, subtract San Fran, because I don't care who's quarterbacking against them. They're going to struggle. Throw that game out. He's up to a 119 quarterback rating. He's really improving. We also know Lynch running the ball well. Jets this year defensively have struggled stopping the run. They're this year they're 29th versus the rush. They're giving up 141 yards a game. Revis out, Bart Scott out, and a couple. You know, you look at this Jets defense now. Some of the names on these players.
Yeah.
This isn't the same Jets defense. You know, again, Seattle's still Seattle. So I still think for maybe we're still getting a little value with the Seattle team, VR.
Yeah, the only thing that I worry about Seattle is the fact that has the market caught up with their home field advantage, because I'm not too sure that the recreational bettors, the casual bettors, are ahead of the market, meaning you talk to any professional bettor, and we all know, bet Seattle at home, fade them on the road. It's pretty much that simple. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. But I don't think, even with the talk of the 13th man, I don't think that the betting market's really caught up with that yet, or else this line probably should be at a touchdown. And because you are getting it under that touchdown, the only way I could look is on Chuck's side. But I think I'd feel a little safer, once again, using that weapon, a different weapon, and teasing this game.
In NFL, I have no problem teasing the game in the NFL, and this might be one of those games you could tease it, a 6-point teaser, you tease it down to -0.5, and
get them down to where they just got to win the game.
I have to tell you though, everybody runs their own numbers.
Yep.
And when I ran my numbers today, Seattle, and forget the home road stuff.
Sure.
Just Seattle
Overall.
themselves. I was surprised how good their numbers came out.
This is a great team.
Yeah,
defensively, they're a great team. And like you said, offensively, from the start of the season, Russell Wilson was good because he was a dual threat. And we saw with RG3, the dual threat quarterbacks had success immediately, as opposed to the Andrew Lucks, who needed a couple games to get it going, because they were able to create their own plays and keep plays alive and let the playmakers do things. And you see, they have a running game.
Right.
They have some skill position players that could make it happen. So not only are they a good defensive team, but now they're becoming a good offensive team. They have a coach that's an excellent motivator, and his teams play hard for him. You see him, that rah-rah, baby, after each play. He's out there hugging his players. So I like Seattle. I'm high on them. No one's giving them respect at all this year.
Oh, they've snuck up on me. I got
to admit, I was against them beginning there, but I'm a little more apt to lay the points now that their offense has picked up. Defensively,
exactly.
we know how good they are.
Because it's tough to lay points with a team that can't light up the scoreboard.
But they've really improved. And I think the key here is the Jets' defense is not. This isn't the same Jets. And Seattle's going to be able to run the ball. And by being able to run the ball here, it's going to open up things for Wilson as well. And then now you got Sanchez going against that defense. We saw what that defense did against Rodgers, Brady. I mean, now we're going to look at Mark Sanchez.
I just want to say real quick, here's just in the trenches. The Jets gain 110 yards per game on the ground. Seattle gives up 102. Seattle gains 139 yards on the ground. The Jets give up 141. I mean, the trenches listen, football's still a game in the trenches.
Yeah.
Seattle has a clear advantage. Okay, we have talked about it. Let's go ahead. We are going to make it official.
I like Seattle here. I'm going to lay the points. This Jets defense, not the same defense. Seattle, Wilson improving every game now. They could run the ball. The Jets defense, 29th against the rush. Lynch will be able to run the ball right down their throat. This guy runs the ball hard. It's going to open up things for Wilson. Sanchez will struggle against a very, very good Seattle defense.
Especially with those wide receivers Sanchez has to work with. You can't even blame the guy. But I think
I don't know if I can name the guy.
Exactly. But are you going to put an asterisk if Tebow's named the starter before Sunday, the play doesn't count? Because if Tebow comes in,
double it.
No, you can't go against Tebow, man.
Well, we'll talk after the show.
The kid wins.
We'll talk after the show.
Don't hate.
All right.
Don't hate.
How about his girlfriend, though? I mean, he can't. He's definitely. He might not be scoring during the games, but he's got a good girlfriend.
All right,
Exactly.
we got to wrap up. We can go another hour here. Listen, just a reminder, tomorrow we're going to have a brand new set of videos with Scott, Brian, and Marco, also known as the B team. VR made me say that. So just a reminder.
The scrimmage.
Just a reminder, you see all the videos of 3 games on TV.